The best TV shows you aren't watching it, but you should be. Found. This is one of my favorite shows on TV right now. I eat this show up every Friday when it comes on Peacock. It's my guilty pleasure. I love this show so much. It's about uh, finding missing people. It's Gabby Mosley. She has this team uh, behind her. Each one of them has different qualities. One of them is more like the muscle, or the other one, she's able to pick up things that other people don't pick up, body language. And uh, the other girl, she's a lawyer in training, so she's got different knowledge on the law, and she's able to step in at certain times. And then the other one is a tech guru. So you might recognize some of the cast. I think Shanola was on Shameless. Mark, of course, we know him from Saved by the Bell. He plays the villain. The twist with the show, it's not just about finding missing people, I'll say. It's about Gabby was abducted herself. Gabby and her adopted sister, I'll say. They both were kidnapped by Mark's character, whose name is Sir. And when Gabby gets older, Gabby finds Sir and locks him in her basement, and she uses him to help figure out loopholes in missing cases. So that's the little twist with the show. It's a brilliant sort of twist that it was advertised, so I saw it coming. But even if it wasn't advertised, I think it's a good twist. And the way they use it in the show, it's very nuanced, excuse me. So again, it's one of my favorite shows. I watch it faithfully every week. I can't get enough of it. I think it was just renewed for another season, so I can't wait for more. High Potential. This is probably one of my second favorite shows out right now. This is its first season that previously aired. It's about this single mom who gets hired at a police station after she helps solve cases that they weren't able to solve on their own. She's got this ability to just figure out missing pieces. Um, she's very, I think she has a high IQ actually. She has a high IQ, so that gives her this ability to just put the pieces together that these cops aren't able to. So she ends up getting a full time job with them, and she has growing pains with the folks on the team who are jealous, obviously. But it's a great show. I watched the show faithfully. I think it just got renewed for season two. So if you haven't seen season one, this is the best time to get in before season two comes. The Day of the Jackal. A lot of people are sleeping on the show. It's a reboot of a film from the 70s, which was based on a book. But this show has this James Bond feel to it that I've not seen a show have before. We've seen shows have this spy stuff, but they don't do it right. James Bond is the original spy. I think this show really is able to capture that essence of the old James Bond, not the Daniel Craig James Bond, but the old James Bond that people first fell in love with. It has that kind of feel to it, and that's one of the things I love about the show. It does have some slow episodes, I'll say. There are characters I don't really care for, but that ends up getting resolved. Spoiler alert: some people end up getting killed, so you don't have to deal with some of the people that keep the show dragging. So, but this show is on Peacock. It's a great show. You can stream it right now. You don't have to wait a week or whatever. You can watch it all in full right now. It's one of my favorite shows that's came out this year. Tracker. Many of you guys remember this little show called Smallville, and Justin Hartley was Green Arrow, and I think he was a great Green Arrow. He wasn't the best Green Arrow, but I think he was a great Green Arrow, and he's great in this show, certainly. It's very similar to Found, but the twist with this show is he's more like a bounty hunter trying to find missing people. And so it's actually his living versus Gabby and Found. That's her passion. So this is how he actually makes his money and his income. I think Gabby would do this sort of thing for free. Uh, and he's only trying to find specific kind of people, it seems like, versus Gabby is just finding everybody that's missing. So there are similarities to the show, but there are differences. I would love to see them do a crossover episode with Found and Tracker, I think it'd be great because the shows are so similar. Criminal Minds Evolution. Many of you remember the original Criminal Minds. They brought the show back for streaming, and I can't get enough of it. When I was living with roommates in another state, would watch the show to get away from my roommates, the original Criminal Minds. And so when I found out that they were bringing the show back, I was all in, and I don't regret it. It's one of the best things I've seen. I think that the twists and turns they do with the show, it's great. I'm not crazy about who they selected to come back as far as the team goes, but I do think other people have moved on to other projects, so that's why everyone can't be back at this point in time. But it is a great show, and I recommend everyone watching it. So let me know what your top shows are. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.